Hello there, Rinku here, and I'm going to show you every single Peridot leaf daily, as well as a few dailies that give out Spirit Stone fragments, which if you didn't know, you can combine 10 of 2 different Spirit Stone fragments to make a pure force breath, and that is the same thing as a Peridot leaf. There are 2 different items that do the exact same thing, and that is help you get a T9 horse. Oh yeah, did I mention that when the new Doom horse comes out, these 2 materials are the primary ingredients for the Doom horse? The other 4 T9 materials are for the Unicorn and the Pegasus, but these dailies will actually be the most beneficial if you want the Doom horse. If you want some inspiration, this is the Doom horse. This is the Unicorn. And this is the Pegasus. If you do want a Unicorn or Pegasus over the Doom Horse, you can either race against the clock before the Doom Horse releases on your server, or you can keep doing these dailies anyways because Peridot Leafs are the easiest to obtain out of the 6 T9 crafting materials. While each T9 crafting material specifies which T9 it favors, if you use only Peridot Leafs, you still technically have some kind of a chance of getting a Pegasus or Unicorn, and it works vice versa with all of the different materials. So, use whichever ones you want at your own risk. Before we begin, we should go over the requirements. Some daily quests will require the Commissovia main quest line, others will require some side quests, and it even says on BDO Codex that you need over 260 contribution points. I've always had over that, so I can't really even confirm if that's a requirement, but yeah, if you don't see them, you might need contribution points. The main quest line should be pretty straightforward if that is the requirement that you need. However, the side quests are a little bit more confusing, so I will try to go over them as we come across them. There are 5 items that I always keep handy when coming to do these dailies, and only one of them I would suggest getting before you come to the Commissovia region. You can either fish and dry it yourself or buy it on the marketplace, but I always keep a stack of dried yellowfin sculpin, which auto-completes one of the daily quests. You can definitely obtain these next 4 items while doing dailies, but after doing them for the first day, you may want to keep these items in your inventory for the days to follow. These include a stack of empty bottles, a rented flute, some extra Earth Spirit stone fragments, and a butcher's knife. You of course want gear for combat, as most of the daily quests involves killing things. Now, if you have soft cap gear, you should be able to do all the quests in this video, but keep in mind if you are significantly below soft cap, it may depend what class and gear and level and everything that you have, and you may not want to do all of the killing quests if they seem too hard or take too long. There are definitely dailies that I'm going to show in this video that even I don't do. They just take way too long. Most of them include fishing dailies, which don't feel bad if you don't do them because, like I said, half the time I don't do them either. But for the sake of this video, I am going to show everything. This is the region of Commissovia, and we're about to start our first daily quest over here on the east in Lemuria Guard Post, but I also want to break down these daily quests into 5 categories so it's easy to remember. The first few quests we're going to start with involves going from Lemuria Guard Post down to Old Wisdom Tree, so we'll call this the Old Wisdom Tree section. After that, we're going to go to Mansham Forest and kill a bunch of Manshams. And then, we're going to go kill some Ronaros, and then we're going to kill some Fadus, and then we're going to go to Grana. So there's like 3 kill sections, and 2 main daily quest hubs of random dailies that don't really include much killing. To start your very first daily, you want to talk to the stable keeper in Lemuria Guard Post. Just talk to her, accept the quest called Good Old Friends. This quest has no requirements, but the locations you have to visit are randomized every day. These locations include up here on Voltara Mountains, which you can see mine is, over here in Central Lemuria Camp, over here in Atanas Pond, and my other location over here in Old Wisdom Tree. So I have to go to the mountains and Old Wisdom Tree, and then come back to turn it in. Make sure you talk to the NPC to complete it, and yeah, it's that easy. And done. Some people will probably prefer to turn this quest after doing other dailies, but I prefer just to get it done now so I don't forget. We are now at Atanas Pond to do 2 more daily quests. Both of these dailies do require one other quest, which can be started you guessed it, back in Lemuria Guard Post, which is only one node away. So if you didn't see the 2 dailies here in Atanus Pond, go back to Lemuria Guard Post and talk to the Commissylve Priestess, do a quest for her, and these should unlock. If you brought your stack of dried yellowfin sculpin, the first daily is as simple as spamming the R button, clicking once, and spamming the R button again. The other quest over here is a fishing quest, so I'll be starting all the fishing quests to show you where they are and what you have to do, but I'm not going to do it until the end, because I don't have a fishing rod on this character. If you do want to do this though, you have to finish up a torn net, a snapped rope, and tattered boots. And by the way, this specific fishing quest is the longest fishing quest of them all. This one is the one that most people will skip because getting those 3 items, especially with a high fishing level, is actually harder. It's more difficult and very annoying, completely RNG, and can take a lot of time. Upon entering Old Wisdom Tree, on your left will be a Fadus sitting on a bench in front of a cooking pot named the Fadus Priest. He will give us our next daily quest, and this quest has no requirements, so you should just be able to pick it up. This quest has you go to 3 specific locations to kill different mobs, so I go directly past the Fadus up here to the first point to kill some bighorn boars. You only need to kill 2. I then go outside of Old Wisdom Tree back up north until I see a giant blue rock, which should be, yep, right there. Let's go punch it. So once you kill the lapis lazuli crab, there's only one more place to go. Further up north, also marked by the map, is lavender cuckoo bird nests, which you just have to kill 3. I think there's 3 spawns, and they spawn very fast, so as long as no one just killed them, you should be able to kill all 3 pretty easily. Now we just tell the Fadus Priest that we're done. There are 2 more daily quests at the Shady Tree Forest node, which is only 1 node over from the Old Wisdom Tree, and these are the last 2 dailies of the Old Wisdom Tree section. Both of these dailies require 6 other quests to be completed, but the quests are very simple and start from the same NPCs, so just do all their quests and then eventually they'll give you the daily, and then you can do the dailies. To do these dailies efficiently, we're going to have to go to all 3 poacher locations so we can kill at least 8 to complete the quest. The first one right here is slightly north of the quest start. The other 2 locations are actually marked on your map, right there and there, with all the other mobs you need to kill being slightly above them. So let me just take care of these. Going a bit west to the location marked by map, you can also see that there are some lapis lazuli tree spirits, and we can get this done right away. Of course, after, we'll kill the poachers. Now we're at the 3rd poacher location, and this quest is about to be completed. Nice. On the way back, I just went a little north to kill red-beaked devourers, which are pretty much everywhere, but I mean, you'll see them. They're in the same general location, and we're going to continue going back to kill some lapis lazuli bison, which are also the same general location. So that's those 2 daily quests pretty much. Quests complete. For the next section of Mansions, you only have to go to 1 place, the Mansion Forest Node Manager. Before you see the 2 dailies, you will have to complete 2 other quests, but they're from the same NPC, so just do his quests, then do his dailies, then you're good. There isn't much advice I can give you here other than focus on the Great Warriors or whatever you have left to kill, and just kill all the things. Oh yeah, and I should mention that these Mansions are the middle ground of the 3 kill sections. The Ronaros are slightly harder, and Fadus are much easier, so depending on how geared you are and how far you are into the game, may depend on whether you choose to skip these or not. Finally done. That is it for Mansions. Let's choose our rewards, spam R, some Griffin Elixirs, and on to the next daily. For the next section of Ronaros, there are actually 2 locations where you can get daily quests to kill them. For the first one, I autopath to Tooth Fairy Cabin. Now, this is where autopath takes you, but we're going to go south, across these bridges, and right here there's going to be a fork in the road with 2 different bridges. We're going to take the right one, and just past this tree on the left is a poacher. But this one is friendly, and has 3 different quests. His 3 daily quests are available after you complete the first quest he gives you. After that, you just accept them, and completing them will give you Wind Spirit Stone Fragments, Water Stone Spirit Fragments, and most importantly, Earth Spirit Stone Fragments. You can combine the extras, but the Earth ones are going to be important for the very next step. Before you kill any Ronaros, you want to pick up 3 more daily quests from the second location here, in Archer Western Camp, from the Node Manager. If you have 3 Earth Spirit Stone Fragments, you can start this quest, and it will autocomplete when you hand them over. If you don't, all you have to do is complete the quest from Jeremo, and come back, and then you can complete this one. The other 2, just kill more Ronaros. Once again, no real strategy here, just find a rotation you like, or just go around pillaging the land until you kill all the Ronaros. There's one quest where you have to kill 600, and normally by the time you kill 600, you'll have completed all of the other quests, so you don't really need to think about it. That was the longest section by far, but I finally finished, and even managed to pick up a Pure Forest Breath and some Spirit Stone Fragments along the way, so just more T9 mats just from killing the mobs, and now we can complete the quests. It is important that you complete this one for 5 Earth Spirit Stone Fragments if you need the 3 for the other quest, and then we're going to go turn in the other quests. With all this done, let's move on to Fadus. Our next stop is in the north of Commissovia, at Archer Guard Post. Upon entering, there are actually 4 daily quests here, all from different NPCs. We're going to stop right here and start here. This first daily is the daily that requires the butcher knife. If you need a butcher knife, you can buy one from the material vendor in the same town as the daily. The next 2 daily quests actually have 7 quest requirements, which are all in the same town and relatively easy. The quest requirements can be started at Luciel Monet, but for the first daily quest we're going to talk to the Archer Guard in the tent for the quest New Cleaning Tool. The other daily quest with the same requirements is just past this tent, over here, by this little mini tent. This girl right here. We're going to talk to her, the blacksmith, start the quest supplying archer gear. If you're wondering, the 7 quest requirements start all the way up there, on that bridge. The 4th and last daily quest, which in my opinion is optional, is the quest to pick the mimosa, right here. So we're going to talk to this Fadus and get his quest. Now this quest has you pick a mimosa stalk. It also has you pick violet flowers, which is easy, but the mimosa stalk is not only very hard to see, there's not very many spawns, and the chance that you actually pick a mimosa from the mimosa plant is very low. I kid you not, this has taken me over 20 minutes on multiple occasions, and it's not really worth it could be worth the 5 Peridot leaves, it's up to you. If you want to do it, go ahead. For me, I honestly nowadays usually skip it. The next location for even more Fadus daily quests is actually the Fadus node, but before and after we kill Fadus, there are some things we can do for the other daily quests we just picked up. For the first one, we're going to exit this town on the east and head north until we find our first quest objective. This is again where the butcher knife comes in handy, as long as you have it equipped, and if you need one, like I said, buy it from the vendor over there. We're just going to butcher some Commissovia mountain goats. After you obtain 10 meat from the Commissovia goats, then we're going to go to Fadus. We are now at the Loopy Tree Forest node, where the Fadus are present. We're going to start 3 more daily quests. These are all just to kill Fadus, along with the ones that we already have to kill Fadus, and there are no requirements for those 3, so we're all good there. Let's go kill some Fadus. For killing Fadus, that's all we need to do. Just kill a bunch of Fadus, and that I have done. So we talked to the node manager, turned all those in. We still have to do a few more things. On the way back up to the mountain, back towards Archer Guard Post, you will see some arched hummingbirds, which you do have to kill. Now these are kind of high in the sky sometimes, so you might need a ranged attack, and for Dark Knight, it's funny because some of the ranged attacks we have automatically go on the ground, unless you look all the way up and see the red crosshair, and then you can send a ranged attack and kill it. So before we turn in all the Fadus dailies, there is one last thing we have to do, and that is near the hummingbirds, we have to pick Mimosa. Now, I've already been looking for over 20 minutes, and I have a timer going until I complete it. But basically, I have to look for the Mimosa spawns, gather it, and hope for a Mimosa stalk, which, of course, just now did not happen. And I've been looking for over 20 minutes, and I can say that there's definitely over 10 spawns, and I found them all below, right around here. So these are the 2 quest objectives for the quest, and they're quest objectives are shown here because you have to also pick 3 violet flowers, and yeah, right over here is the violet flowers. Luckily the violet flowers are all here, very simple to get 3 of. The mimosa stalk I only need 1, but yeah, we're pushing 20 minutes, timer's still going. I'll keep up on the mimosa, at least for now. We're gonna talk to this guy, give him his lamb meat, and that will complete that quest. We're gonna pick some random flower, because we can. We're gonna go in the tent and complete this quest as well. This is one completed when we killed the hummingbird. And we're gonna go complete the 3rd quest, but yeah, like I said, the mimosa, it's not worth my time right now. We'll complete it some other time. Let's turn in the 3rd quest up here. Finally, we are on the last section of dailies, all near Grana, the capital city of Comosylvia. There are 6 dailies in Grana, and 2 fishing dailies nearby over by Lake Flondor. We're going to start the first 6 in Grana, and these 6 have no requirements. The very first one we're going to do is in between the storage and this fountain. We're going to talk to this otter. I guess technically this is a papu, but it still kind of looks like an otter thing. We're going to spam R, and now we have that daily. We're going to walk straight forward and go in this corner, talk to this villager for a 2nd daily by spamming R again. And then we're going to go in this library for a 3rd daily. We're going to jump down, and after this, we'll actually start doing the dailies. Spam R one more time. She might give me another quest. We're only going to do the daily. First, we're going to backtrack a little bit. We're going to go back where we came from, out the front door, and right out here is this elk man, whatever race this is. Honestly, I forget. We're going to tell him the book is overdue, and he's going to follow us. We don't want to run too far away because then he'll stop following us, but you can go quite a ways away. And basically, you just go exactly where you started the quest in the library, hope that he follows, and when he gets close enough to the NPC, you just talk to the NPC and turn it in. Come on, man, you're so slow. Alright, we're gonna... I brought them in. Here you go. Quest 1. So now I'm gonna leave the library from the other exit and quickly run all the way over here, and just ahead of me is our next daily. So this girl will actually give us a quest, a daily quest, to talk to another NPC and play a song on the flute for over 20 seconds. We're now going to go all the way back to the very center of Grana so we can come down here and talk to this NPC. Now you have to talk to this NPC after the one we just talked to, so you complete the quest, and if you don't have a flute, this is where you rent the flute. You will need a tiny bit of contribution, but you can rent it, and I just keep it on me. So for 1 contribution point and a bit of skill, hopefully this daily won't be too difficult. All I have to do is keep left clicking, right clicking, dodging the notes until 20 seconds go by and the quest completes itself. And there it is. Now I can just fail, and we're done. Even though you have to talk to this NPC for the other quest and to rent the flute, make sure you start her daily quest as well by also spamming R. We're at the center once again, and we're going to head north this time over to where the water is. The Papu in the beginning actually wants us to gather and filter water, which is why we have empty bottles handy. If you don't have empty bottles, you can actually buy them from the Papu, my bad, over there. The material vendor is right there. So pretty simple stuff. We gathered it, now we just need to filter, and that should be it for that daily. There we go. Continuing past the water, past the material vendor, we're going to go down here, and this next quest actually has us kind of scavenger hunt, but the location of where you have to go is always the same. So right down here, we're just going to scale this cliff, jump all the way down, hopefully don't die, and there is a musical spirit. Specifically, it's kind of dark blue, and there's, like I said, there's other ones that you can interact with, but this is the only one that completes the quest, and it's always the same. So I always come down here, complete this quest. I still have to turn it in, but that is done. The next part involves me calling my horse, and, well, riding it. And here we are, back in Grana, but we're actually going to take a left and go on the other entrance to do another daily quest, and start another daily quest. So we're going to talk to the stable keeper, start his quest. Let's help the stable keeper get his delivery of carrots. We're going to go all the way over here to press R and interact with these carrot crates. to then come all the way back and turn in the quest. That is now done. Heading past the Stable Keeper is another quest we have yet to do, so we're just going to go down here and kill a few wild animals. Over here, completing almost instantly, we have to kill big-horned boars, and there it is. Sometimes I get it on the first kill, sometimes the second. Usually, it's very, very easy to complete. Just kill a few of those, and you're done. All that's left to do is turn in the remaining dailies. And that's it. If you have been following along up until this point, you should have 173 Peridot leaves, which can be converted into the T9 material Deep Blue Hoof Roots at a conversion rate of 7 to 1. You need 7 leaves for each Deep Blue Hoof Root, and if you want to convert them, all you have to do is right click the leaf, click NPC location, and that will take you over to the Stable Keeper in Old Wisdom Tree. As you can probably see, I brought my Valkyrie with her shark outfit and fishing rod because there are 2 more dailies to accept and a lot of fishing to be had. As you can see, we're right outside Grana, next to Lake Flondor, north of this bridge. So over here, there are 2 different otters across the river from each other, and one of them will have a pre-requirement quest, and he'll have you fish a fish, and then talk to the other otter, and then he'll have another quest for you to fish a fish. You fish a few fish for them, and then they give you dailies to fish the exact same fish. So the dailies and the pre-requirement quests are basically the same. But once you do the quests once, you get the dailies every day for life. And just like that, we accepted 2 more daily quests. It should also be mentioned, I brought my Valkyrie because there is a requirement of Apprentice 1 fishing, and there are 3 quests you have to complete for the otters before they give you the 2 dailies, which, like I said, is just catching random fish. If you are going to go out of your way to do the fishing dailies, I highly recommend you look at this picture that was posted in the Commissylvia Freshwater Fishing Guide. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, Commissylvia F and Commissylvia C, although separated by color, have the same fish table. So the dailies that have you fish in Lake Flondor, which is green, can actually be fished anywhere that's outlined in red. And while Lake Flondor is usually not abundant, most of the areas marked in red are abundant, which means a lot faster fishing times. So yeah, I didn't want to give away anyone's secret fishing spot, but there are a lot of areas marked in red, so go check them out. I am back to talk to my otter friend, because I have fished not only his fish, but also all the fish for the rest of the quests. Or should I say, this other fish and a bunch of trash. But let's go turn in the other quest, and we still have to turn in 2 more quests, and then we're just done. After all this time, we can give this lady her trash. Here you go. With the fishing dailies complete, that bumps me up to 18 Peridot leaves, which means I could actually get 26 Deep Blue Hoof Roots, and after over 45 minutes total of trying to find the Mosa stalk, I finally picked one. Although I still think you're more likely to find a hard shard like I did before even finding Mosa stalk, but who knows, maybe some of you guys will get lucky. And this is the final daily, I believe the 29th daily I will complete in this video, completed, and this time that's really it. I think that's everything. We are back in Old Wisdom Tree because I have some Peridot leaves to turn in, so these are going to be transferred into Deep Blue Hoof Roots. If you did all the main quests that I talked about, you'll have 24. If you do the fishing quests, you'll have 26, and if you do the fishing quest and the Mimosa quest, I think we'll have 27. Yes, look at that. 27 Deep Blue Hoof Roots that you can get every single day, and it even says in the item, Courser Training Dash Strength parenthesis Doom. It's for the Doom horse, and that's so fucking awesome. So, there you go. Oh yeah, still wondering how to make pure forest breath? Also for the Doom horse? Well, sometimes you get these from drops, but you can also craft them by going to your processing menu, going to Simple Alchemy, and combining 10 of 2 different types of Spirit Stone fragments. Any will do, just start, and there it is, pure forest breath. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe for more. I love you, I hope your horse does too, and I'll see you next time.